What's up, world? Welcome to another episode of BrandonJaneauShow, Underdog to Success. Tonight is another important, big, huge interview with another amazing artist, conjunction with my people at Cultural TV Podcast. Shout out to the amazing entertainment, Lost Society Entertainment. I'm interviewing one of their amazing artists, my guy, Big Quick from Philadelphia. What's happening, my guy? What's up, man? How you
Yo,
feeling?
what's mobbing? What's mobbing? What's good? What's your Lost Society in the building? Ellis the name, Ellis the gang. You already know what's up. Big quick, big COO. You be big operational general, making things happen.
100, man. 100, man. Thank y'all for even wanting to work with me. Hit me up, do interviews with y'all, man. I
Hey
appreciate it,
man, we
man.
appreciate every listener, man, every ear that's open to us. So we appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man. That's beautiful, man. Because anytime I work with anybody, man, I want them to feel comfortable. You hear me use like, man, can I smoke on him? Like, man, do you, man? Be comfortable, bro.
Hell
I
yeah.
don't want
Hell
no
yeah.
problem. I want you to have the best time, man. I want you to enjoy yourself, man. Because to me, you know, it's all fun for me, man. I enjoy doing interviews with amazing artists like you, my guy. So this is all fun for me, man. I enjoy this.
Hell yeah. Hell
Oh
yeah.
man.
And smoke some more. Mhm.
Oh man, like I said earlier, man, you from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, man.
Yeah.
Not just hip hop, but that's battle rap culture. You know what I'm saying? Like that's I
Yeah.
grew up on, Murder Mook and
Oh
Ray
man, you going
Dollars.
back to the DVD days and all that
Yeah, man,
shit.
I grew up on
Yeah.
first when
Real
YouTube first
battle,
got
that real
when
battle
YouTube,
rap and
yeah,
shit.
when YouTube first
Yeah.
got popping, like Murder Mook
Yeah.
and
And
Ray
motherfuckers
Dollars.
forget Philly made you too hot.
Yeah, man, I
Motherfuckers
remember rap
forget
battles.
Meek,
Meek, yeah,
Reed, Kaboom, NH.
yeah,
Yeah, man.
yeah, man,
D
Cassidy.
Jones. Shout out all them niggas because
Oh man,
they all still getting it popping. I mean, shout out
yeah, man.
all them niggas still
Cassidy
getting it popping.
Freeway Beanie, Cassidy Freeway
Yeah, listen,
Beanie. Like I grew up
listen.
on that. That's what I
They
grew up
grew
on.
up
I grew up
on.
on battle rap
Okay,
culture.
okay,
So like being
okay.
from Philly,
I don't
being from
run
Philly.
into a lot of state prop representatives. Okay, listen here. Okay, I don't run
That's my
into
shit.
any of those.
I grew up on the state property, Young Gunners, all of them. Like I grew up on that.
Oh
So
man,
yeah, man.
yeah, real shit,
so,
real rap,
so
real rap.
yeah,
Yeah,
man.
we
So
getting
being
back
from
to that.
Philly,
Hip
yeah,
hop kind of
being
stepped out of that for a second.
for real, man. Being from Philly, that I know that influenced you, man. How much of that did influence you getting into the industry? Because that I know that shit there, man. Being like
I mean,
watching that shit, like
far as back then, I mean, being a young nigga in Philly, like, you mean, everybody wanted to be, on the DVDs and all that other shit. I mean, back then, it definitely influenced the mentality. It's actually crazy that you even brought that up because you know what I'm saying it's probably something that even I overlooked myself. Is that
mm,
that era definitely influences my mentality of going at your fucking neck. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
you feel what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, I said on another interview, a lot of people they got this thing like they feel like they just, I just rap, I just make tracks, and that wasn't, really where I'm from, like that wasn't really the thing. You wasn't just making songs and shit. You was annihilating whoever
mm,
jumped in front of you, like literally just smacking the shit out their ass with your bars. You feel what I'm saying? Like
yeah, man.
literally disrespecting a nigga in the submission. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm,
Like dominance. Like who's the better man here? It's kind of like it was like the gladiator ring. It was like the gladiator arena. It was like the sands. It's like who's the man? Who gonna die here? You feel what I'm saying? Like
100, man.
so yeah, for sure. Like I definitely still carry that hunger, that nastiness, that aggression. Like hell, like no, you ain't fucking with me. Like you feel what I'm saying? Like I love getting in the room with the right motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? And not even like that it gotta be the type of competition that's negative, but it's a type of competition
Yeah.
that's positive. It's just like still sharp and
You feed
still.
off each other. You feed off each other's
Exactly.
energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, man. I grew up on that culture, man. I remember when YouTube first got popping. That was my shit every time, man. I'm talking about Smack DVDs. I'm talking about like
You
I
talking
used to watch
about
them bitches.
motherfucking
Yeah.
headshots. You talking about
Yeah.
headshots. Yeah. Yeah. You talking about headshots. Yeah.
like
You
I
bringing
like
it back.
like Like when I'm in my battle mindset, like rap culture shit, I'd be like, I look up Cassidy This and Murder Mook song. I'm like, yeah, I'm about to watch this shit.
He
Nigga,
said,
I gotta watch this shit because
when I
this
get
shit.
in my bag, I listen to Cash versus I Feel You. Yeah, that's a little better
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah, man. I think that because, that hip hop culture was so impactful, especially from being from the East, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit meant so much to all of us because we loved hip hop like that. That's what we grew
Yeah.
up on. You know what I'm saying? So I grew up in the
And
2000s. So, Rockefeller State Property, Rough Riders, like that shit meant a lot to me. I love the locks. I love that, State Property. I love
yeah,
Dipset.
Stay
In fact,
Proper, the locks. That was a good beef. Back then, see,
yeah,
we had beefs. There was a bunch. It was, and it wasn't like beefs where somebody always. I mean, you're not gonna act like hip hop ain't got his side to it. Hip hop
yeah,
always had its violence to it, but back then, these beefs was strictly like, nigga, I'm better than you. Like, I mean, I'm better than you. Period. It wasn't really a thing about like trying to go out and talk about somebody dying and then going and making it
yeah,
happen. It was more so like, I'm just here to outclass you. I'm just here to out.
yeah,
I
man.
mean, people don't got that sport about them with this rap shit no more.
Mm,
Like that's what's missing. Like Philly, Philly, that hard shit that you talking about, that era you talking about, it was about the sport. I mean,
yeah.
even I said that I was talking to somebody, I said this, recently, like even how Kiss came at the verses. You feel what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? It's the sport. It ain't no disrespect for real. It's the sport. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Really coming at you, really just pussy. You know what I mean? Like, like if a sport, I ain't really trying to hurt you. We sparring. You know what I mean? Like, we
100.
ain't got that no more. You know what I'm saying? We really got that no more.
Yeah, man. I think hip hop is you got certain artists that you could tell still got that in them, but the rest of this shit is been like gimmicks and you know, I gotta say this shit. I'm not gonna get played on radio and shit. I think that
Yeah,
kind of
trying to
fucks
get
up the.
that bag.
Yeah, it's
Trying to get
like
that bag. Yeah,
it,
I ain't
it kind
gonna
of fuck
lie.
up.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro. My bad.
No, no, no. Go ahead, man.
No, I was gonna say, like, I ain't gonna, like you saying, like what you saying is real. Like I ain't gonna lie, like I had a little like 2-track bout with that. Yeah, I ain't lose myself like other niggas do for years. I had
Yeah,
a little
man.
2-track bout with that. Like, all right, hold up.
Mm,
That shit all right. It's hot.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
what they probably want to hear a little bit, but I gotta give them me. I gotta give them me. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
And that's the most important thing when you make your music, man. Because like podcasting, it's like if I'm not me on this motherfucker, I don't think it'd be perfect. Like I ain't nothing perfect, but I know damn well if I'm not me, then it won't feel right. And I think that's the main thing about being an artist. Like you gotta know your creation. You ain't
Authentic.
create.
You
You
gotta be raw. Right.
gotta know your creation, man. You ain't gonna put your shit out there just for somebody to disrespect it. You're like, nah, motherfucker. Like, I took my time with this. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Who was some of the artists? I said, Philly, of course. But who was some of the artists that influenced you, man? Who was like some of them artists? Jay the Kids, Styles P, something like them. Like,
Kiss.
yeah,
You can hear it. Everybody,
yeah, yeah,
everybody do that. Everybody do that right here. Kiss, yeah.
yeah.
Kiss, Nas, Wayne. Those my three. Like if I say I gotta pick three that really influenced my style, I just say Kiss, Nas, and Wayne. Shit.
Mm. I hear Jada, I hear Wayne. That Nas is an interesting one because it's like people say Nas, but then they kind of be like, yeah, Nas, but like Jay and the Big but like Nas,
Nah,
like you know what I'm
no,
saying?
strictly Nas. Strictly Nas. We talking hood Nas. We talking projects Nas. We talking Nas that could really get, shit shut down. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We talking Nas that could run up on Snoop in the middle of Cali and, you know what I mean, with not all no bitch in it. We talking before the knowledge Nas. We talking before the trips to Africa Nas. You saying, and like no
Yeah.
doctor, that growth and knowledge and all that is where it's at. I pray to live to, be able to elevate like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But at the same time, I'm talking about I'm talking about represent. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Represent. I'm talking, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about I never sleep because sleep is the cousin of death. You feel me?
Yeah,
I'm
man.
talking Nas. I was young. You feel me? Back then, I was young. And that was one of my pop. My pop played whole, my pop played a lot of shit, but Nas was something he played that really, stuck with me, especially back then.
Yeah.
The New York State of Mind, 1 and 2. I air the shit out them beats on a regular just for the exercise. You know what I'm saying? Real
Yeah,
shit.
one of my favorite Nas records. If I Rule the World with him and Lauren Hill, but also that fucking The World Is Yours. That's my shit.
Come on, man.
That's my shit.
Come
I can listen to
on.
that song and rap
For
that bitch
presidents to
verbatim.
represent me. Yeah. Come on,
Yeah.
man. Come on, man. I'm off it. Come on. Even Hope had to. Come on.
Yeah, man.
Niggas
Like
don't
that's
know. Even Hope had to. Come on, man. Stop it.
yeah. Illmatic's one of the greatest rap
Listen.
albums ever, man. So
I'm
it's like
talking
that shit
about
is on a different level. You know what I'm saying?
Illmatic. He followed up.
Shit.
He followed up with Godson too. Like I said, man,
Yeah.
that Nas back then. Yeah, man. Yeah, they be forgetting. They be
They
forgetting.
really do forget about Nas. Nas is one of those rappers that I think that people always say, well, he don't choose the right beats. It's like he lyrically with it. Like,
They ain't been listening lately though, cause
shit.
that King's disease.
Two?
Ever since he been fucking with Hit Boy for a
Boy,
second.
yeah, man.
He been fucking with
Hey,
Hit
boy.
Boys for a second. That shit
I,
good money. That's a
I
good
say that shit all the
combination.
time. I say that shit all the time. That nigga found his producer. I don't know. It took him a while, but he found that motherfucker. That motherfucker get him right
That
every
shit
time.
free.
I was like, when he won like the Grammy just recently for that shit, I was like, yeah, he deserved that shit. That shit
Yeah,
hard.
for sure. That
I
was
was
going
like,
on.
he
They be
deserved that shit.
forgetting. They be forgetting.
Yeah.
I think something that's crazy about the game is that we've gone so away from the conventional shit. We going so away from the award shows and you feel what I'm saying? Because back then those was the only outlets. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? The grand who got a Grammy. You feel what I'm saying? Who won at the BET Awards? Who won at this? Who won at that? But like real rap now it's about that brand. It's about who hot in the streets. So it's like they ain't really worried about whoever won a Grammy. Somebody. I had seen some young people, and I be talking about motherfuckers my old age. You know what I mean? But I see some young people, fucking, grinding will up. Like, man, I don't even got no respect for that Grammy being the first hip hop Grammy. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, people forget a lot. You know what I'm saying it's all about what's hot now. We living in the future. We living in a time where like people are already concerned about, next month, next year. They're not remembering where they coming
Yeah.
from. They too worried about where they going. You know what I'm saying? So shit.
100, 100. I agree with that shit. I feel like now I get in my car and I listen to old school. I listen to Blueprint. I listen to like, you know, you know, it was written. I listen to that shit. I don't really listen to too much of the new shit like that because I think the new shit I fuck with it when it's convenient.
Right.
And that's how I'm treating the music because you only make the music when it's convenient. Why the fuck should I listen to it every day? Like,
Are
you
you
know, and people play with this new industry shit where it's like, I already know I could get a hit because my name is big, so I'm gonna just throw some shit out there. And I don't like that shit because it's like, dog, you're not even putting no effort in that shit, bro. Like, make a fucking song, like a real fucking song, like create something that I can really be like, all right, that shit was hot.
yo real shit? That shit is for real. That shit ain't everybody ain't doing that. Some people was
Yeah,
getting a lot more you know, tout and
yeah,
clout, like you said. Get the big name or get under the right big name until they get a big name. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, they stop being hungry.
oof,
Even some of my favorite, I listen to newer shit. Some of my favorites, I listen to their older shit before they cracked all the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not what they got going on, but
yeah,
when you listen to that shit from before they cracked, you be like, oh, this motherfucker was hungry. This, yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
still my shit. Five,
Yeah.
6, 7, 8 years later, it's still my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, man.
that shit do get a little watered down. I pray I don't go through that. I mean, I'll walk away, play the background before I do that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna get watered down for nothing. We're gonna keep it highly concentrated. You feel me? Yeah, yeah, real shit.
I mean, like, I went to the J. Cole concert just recently, the off season tour. I went to that whole, and he played Back to the Topic, and like half of the crowd knew what the fuck it was, and after and the rest of the crowd was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Hey, it probably was around a bunch. It probably was a bunch of youngins. They
It
probably,
was just like a
probably was
bunch of
young.
fucking young people, and they were like, "What the fuck is this?
And like,
When he dropped this?"
well, we want to hear KOD.
Yeah, there's like niggas looking at him like, "What the fuck is this?" That's like, when he dropped this, I'm like, "Y'all gotta be, y'all had to
Listen,
be there."
they
Like
don't
it's
know.
like one of
They
those you
don't
had to
know.
be there moments.
Listen, listen, listen. I ain't wasn't, they wasn't there for a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You be surprised. Be surprised, man. I was at a radio interview, a live joint, and there was other artists there, being interviewed and performing and whatnot. And I was talking to this young boy. I mean, he like my little brother's age. You mean so he ain't that much, younger than me, but
Yeah.
still I'm talking to this young boy, and I'm calling him a young boy for just the lack of experience. Like we talking, and I'm just like, we only listened to the two people he sound like once he went up and performed. And like that's why you sound like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why you need more substance to your style, to your that's why you need to broaden your horizon a little bit. I mean, look at some of the hotter new motherfuckers. Like I can say 21 Savage and Herbo to be like more of examples that like they start crossing in the realms of sampling older shit. See 21 went and got motherfucking got old head. What the fuck the old head name? What is that nigga name? Old motherfucker that he had on the intro.
Marty
Freaking.
Freeman.
Oh yeah. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when you I mean, and you see also sample certain shit like, well, who would have ever expected 21 to sample 50 with that mini man?
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like you see the smart motherfuckers that make good music, they know how to dip, they know how to really sample. It ain't even Hitmaker. That's something I really aspire to get in the studio with, work with real shit. Cause one thing I respect is this nigga know how to go back in the time. Like I mean, he went on a run of just crazy flips.
He
You feel what I'm
he he
saying?
got he got beats that I'm like, damn nigga, you bring me back to my childhood a
You
little
feel what I'm
bit, nigga.
saying?
Like
He went on a run of crazy flips like and that's not nothing new. That's not nothing new.
it's
The
not
best,
really
the
nothing
best,
new.
the best always have done that. The best
Yeah.
always have done that. Even Ray Charles was dipping into the gospel drum. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. The best always did it. Like, sure.
Yeah, man. Being an artist, man, because like you just said, man, it's so. Sometimes it's hard to find a lane because so many motherfuckers want to pull you in different directions. You know what I'm saying? So, what do you think your style is? Like, what do you think your style really is? Like,
Like,
is it hardcore rap? Is it just more like, man, it's free flowing, it's poetry, emotion? Like, you hear it,
I'm
it's
gonna
like,
be honest. Like, I feel like to me, I feel like if I can simplify it, I guess I would say it's hip hop. Like the way that we came up on hip hop. Like you feel what I'm saying? Nas, Hove, DMX, Beans, Kiss, all them. When we was young boys, they said they had they stepper shit, they had they strictly street shit, and they had the shit that showed you they could make a song. You feel what
mm-hmm,
I'm saying? And some of the people I named wrote songs for other people, proving that they got a pen and that they can write a song and that they versed in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I don't make drill music. I don't make hardcore rap. I don't make get high music. I don't make, you know, halfway pop bullshit music. I make all that shit. I put it together. I ain't no rapper. I just put all that shit together. I do hip hop. You know what I'm saying? If I want to, if we gonna simplify it at all, if we want to talk about styles, my style is purely hip hop.
That's rare. That's rare. Cause
Yeah.
motherfuckers can't even simplify. My shit, I'll be,
Let the leave the niggas alone. Leave the niggas alone.
You be like, nigga, what you say? I'm like, I'll be like,
Like, like,
huh?
like, like, cause. All right, come on, man.
Be like,
That's
nigga,
why they
what you
music not good.
like, nigga, what?
If you don't have word, if you can't choose good words when you talk, you can't choose good words when you put songs together. That's why niggas music be ass. They got no vocabulary. Listen, real shit. A lot of the hottest niggas went to college. A lot of the hottest niggas, and that's not to say you need college, but that's to say you need some form of intellect and vocabulary to be
Yeah,
fly with this shit. And that's real trap. A lot of the Cole
yeah.
motherfuckers be forgetting Wayne with the college.
Going with the college. Yeah.
Motherfuckers be forgetting Cam played college ball, fucking 2 Chainz played
Two
college
chains.
ball.
Yep.
Like niggas be forgetting, and these niggas be fly with the words. The vocabulary, the intellect, it go a long way with this shit. Reading, you know what I mean? Like having a vocabulary in this rap shit, it take you a little way. You know, being able to
Yeah.
put things together a different way. You mean not you? That's how some of the best niggas be saying the same shit on every song, and you know it,
Yeah.
and you all right with that, and you all right
But
with that shit because the
I
nigga
real
that
shit. I'll
said
be
that
rapping that shit.
they
I'll be
said it
rapping
8
that shit. Be like,
ways.
yeah, that nigga said that shit. I'll be like, that nigga said that shit last song, but that shit still sound
But
fresh.
he
I don't give a fuck.
he
Yeah,
said
yeah,
that
yeah,
he
yeah.
said that shit 8 different ways. So you might
Yo,
peep that shit like damn, but yeah,
he said in a whole new metaphor and shit. Like, well, okay.
yeah.
I got it. I
Metaphors,
understood it.
metaphors and similes, man. Come on.
Yeah, man. That's true though. You gotta use your words, and I think a lot of them dudes also read the dictionary a lot. They kind of know how to flip the words and how to say it. They say the same word twice, and then you be like, "Wait, they sound that's wait, did that nigga just say that?"
Use
Like he'd
both
be like,
definitions.
it,
Use
both
both
definitions.
definitions.
Hmm. And,
Yeah,
and
yeah, real shit.
I think music right now, man, like you said, music is such a different type of you know adjustment. So like music right now is such a different type of adjustment because so many artists are trying to find their lane, and it's hard to find a lane when, like you say, you don't know who the fuck you are yet. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what you want to be. You don't know what type of artist you are. You don't know what type of presence you bringing into the game. So it's kind of hard to just follow the trend.
Exactly. And
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 that's
and the trend feeds the machine, and the
yes,
machine spits out money right
yeah.
now. So and this machine is spitting out a lot more money than it ever has. So of
Mm,
course, I'm gonna be honest with you. And when I said I had like a little issue, I had like a little 1-2 song issue where I had to really catch myself. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said some shit that was deep. They said when this the type of shit that'll fuck around, make it, and that's what the nigga said, right? He said when this the type of shit that'll fuck around, make this nigga some money because it ain't ass. We can tell it ain't really all the way to your fucking fit to you. It ain't ass, but it ain't all the way you. We can just tell. Now I'm be honest, saying to other niggas, why would a nigga feel any obligation to really dive in, go hard, be all way them they self, and do what people might not like it? I mean, it just keep it real to themselves and find a lane and find a niche when motherfuckers is all in their face making a bag for worse shit than this.
mm.
Why would you feel the obligation to make better music for those that really want to hear you when you can make some mediocre shit and go get a fucking bag? And
Which
I
brings
was
me to
like, damn.
yeah, which brings me to my next question. You know, is it opportunity or is it uh, the money? You know, is it do you care about the opportunity of the music that you're making? Because people gonna flow with the music. They don't give a fuck about what you know what I'm saying. Like they fuck with the
Right,
music.
right.
Or do you care about the bag? Because a lot of people just care about the money, and they
I'll
think
be
that's
honest.
opportunity. They think that's opportunity, but
Yeah,
really it's just really money. It's financial.
yeah.
It's not really an
I'll be
opportunity.
honest. That's why for everybody it don't come. That's why for everybody it don't come. I want to. It's my job. It's my role to find ways to legitimize my team.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? Find ways to monetize and legitimize my team. That's true. But for us, it is the art. You know what I'm saying? This shit is life. He's been doing this shit a long, long time. It's just that in the last year we decided to really go hard at making sure we, getting out and getting some traction. But this ain't nothing new. You know what I'm saying? It ain't so it ain't never been about the money and it still ain't. We about money, as a whole, as a team, as an entity. We about a bag, but our music ain't really like we ain't just for sale on that aspect. Cause that's the
mm.
point. That's the part. That's the answer. Is you for sale? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, we not. So, yeah, no, we not. We
Yeah.
about the bag. We ain't for sale. That's
That's what's
real
up,
shit.
man. That's an important lesson for a lot of artists nowadays. Because I can ask artists that question and they can get stumped on that shit. Because they be like, I'm all about the opportunity. I'm with the team, and then money come into the conversation. Man, fuck the team. like,
Man, niggas is
nigga be like, man, fuck the team. It's like,
listen,
god
bro.
damn, that is your peoples.
I did it. I did it. I did it young.
Mm,
I did it young, as far as leaving a bag on the table on some,
yeah.
everybody or nobody type shit. And there are ways to go around it. When the bag do get involved, cause but that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be like, fuck the team. You supposed to empower the team, even if it mean that the even if it mean that the big motherfucking label only want this artist. That move is still supposed to empower the whole team. You know what I'm saying? But niggas be like, huh, they wanted me, nigga. Stiff arm. You know what I'm saying? Like, and forget motherfuckers, bro. Like
Yeah, man.
one thing about me, I try to make, I try to make sure that, my guys know we got the type of connection, where they can be secure and that like ain't this ain't that. You know what I'm saying? Like even Q from quality control was just talking about that. Like people, managers, how hard they go and how hard they put in, and then niggas get on and just be out on them. You know what I'm saying? And that's not what we here to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, we individually and collectively here to empower each other. You know what I'm saying? And through other business ventures in the music, we just here to we here to put out, what you can feel in your bones. You know what I'm saying? We just here to put out what's real, what attracts the real. And at the end of the day, that's gonna pay itself off the way it's supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't need, certain shit off music, you know what I'm saying? If, I could go on my shit, look at my stats and see that this motherfucker's listening to me in places I can't go. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm richer than I ever been, like Rick Ross said. I can't even go these places and this motherfucker's listening to me. You know what I'm saying? I got somebody like anonymously sent them money to a radio station for a guaranteed spend for me. You know what I'm saying? Just on some they wanted to hear my shit. Like,
Damn.
you know what I'm saying? That
That's just,
makes me a little more successful than I ever been as an artist. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? Like the bag gonna come off the music if it come off the music, but the bag's being made in other ways. You know what I'm saying? So
definitely.
the music is just the music, it's the art. We artists. Saying
Yeah,
that's
man.
that's the word, right? Artist, right?
Definitely, man. Speaking of that, man, Law Society Entertainment, man. Speak on it, man. Like, what are y'all? What is y'all main goal? Like, what is the main goal of that, particularly? Because
Lost Society, you mean
yeah,
LS the gang, Lost Society. The main goal for us is to like, excuse me, my bad, that like shit. The main goal for us is to give a voice to speak for and to just embrace, people who have been pushed to the side the way we feel like we have at times. Um, people that got that chip on their shoulder, people that got that point to prove, and understand that that point to prove is not really about being a part of society, but proving yourself apart from society. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm cool with being who I am and standing for what I stand for, despite who feels me, despite who's with that. And when you can be an individual like that, you find that that's a collective feeling. You feel what I'm saying? That's what we stand on that. Like, and we stand for that. Those that stand on that collective feeling of standing apart. I mean, like, that's what we about for sure. Yeah.
I can support that all the time because that's exactly what this is. It's like you know, I'm moving as one right now, but I could feel when people start to fuck with me, and I can understand that like this is different. You know what I'm saying? We're moving as one, so let's
Right,
create something as one. You know what I'm
right,
saying? We
right.
might have like Wu Tang Clan. We might be separate. We might go all different places. But at the end of the day, this is still what this is. We still are a collective. We all
Right.
move as one still. So I can respect that. I understand that shit personally. Like, I really
Yeah.
understand that shit.
Yeah.
You
And I
know what I'm
mean,
saying?
other than that, that's pretty much the mission statement. And then the philosophy is that the only way to do that is just staying on business. Staying on business and do what you say you're gonna do. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
That's kind of how the chief partnership of the company was created. Respect of men that do what they say they're gonna do, and believing that something can be built off of that. You know what I mean? So that's what we doing here. You know what I mean? That's what we doing here.
Definitely. What's the legacy of Big Quick as an artist?
The
What's the
legacy,
legacy?
like
What's the legacy you want to leave? I should
that I
say.
want to leave, right? It's a
Yeah.
legacy that Big Quick want to leave. Honestly, I kind of want to have a legacy, not even as one of the as one of the hottest rappers, but as one of the best songwriters, one of the best lyricists, as one of the best lyricists, like musically, and also, as somebody who helped to lead the charge, bringing the East back to being in the power and bringing the East back into a powerhouse. You know what I'm saying? They forget that, you know, they forget New York used to be the Mecca. You know what I'm saying? They forget that, you know, gangster rap started in Philly with Schoolie D. You know what I'm saying? They forget about, they forget about all the old heads that we already spoke on. They forget about Rockefeller. They forget about they forget about G Unit. You know what I'm saying? They forget about Dipset. The East
Rough
used to have
Riders.
the East. They forget about Rough Riders. You know what I'm saying? Like the East used to have power. It used to be more of a powerhouse than it is right now. Not to say like we ain't got no hot artists and nobody doing shit. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying like, man, the South done had a fucking chokehold on shit. The West got this insulated market where you can fucking ball out and only be heard as far as Colorado. It still be fucking a millionaire for real. I mean, like, them niggas got a crazy insulated fucking money market. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And at least, if that makes the East a power again, even just making it where, you can be isolated and insulated in this market, but still be successful. So many cats got to run to Atlanta, run to Atlanta labels, run to Atlanta producers. Everybody got to run down south, like, you know. not to say you shouldn't move and expand and this and that, but you know, the power need to be back in the East like it was back in the back in the 90s, you know, 2000s, man. Power need to be back in the East.
Man, I'm talking to somebody like you, man. So I saw a clip of Dave East,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like, "Yo, I'm rapping in the wrong fucking era." Do you feel like you rapping in the wrong era?
No, I would say, I would say, and I've said this on occasion. I would say, thanks to like Griselda and them,
Whew, boy.
no, I feel like it's coming back. I feel like it's coming back. I feel like it's coming back. I feel like the niche that I feel like I fit into. I feel like I fit on the freeway. Period. If we
Hmm.
talking about lanes and shit, you feel me? Like
Hmm.
if we talk about lanes, I feel like I fit on the expressway. Period. But as far as the key lanes, the lanes where I can be the most powerful, most potent at, I feel like because you know, like shit. If it wasn't for the way that Conway and Benny and Fly Guy really fucking wilding out, I don't even think that Lloyd Banks and Nas would have been able to drop the way they dropped this year and had the success they had because it got more people ears open to it. So I just feel
Man,
like we back in the space. You know what I'm saying? We back in the
yeah.
space where people want to hear fucking rap. And it's crazy because if you see like the pop-up shops and the shows these niggas be doing, like the crowd be little skinny, little suburb, little pack flipping white boys and shit. You feel me? Like, you mean like they crowd, you mean like they crowd not at all, just a bunch of OG niggas from the block. You feel me? Like, so the people do want to hear real fucking rap. They do want to hear real street music. Like they do want to hear what's really going on. So I ain't really worried about that. Maybe like 5 years ago, 8 years ago, yeah, hell yeah. The snap music was 10 years ago. The snap music and auto tune on everything, and
Oh my god.
you know what I'm saying. Like yeah,
Oh,
but I feel like everything comes around. Everything, everything works a cycle. So I feel like the real shit
man.
coming back around.
If I gotta live back in that fucking skinny jeans era, I swear to God. I
I never adapted,
I
bro.
swear to God, bro.
I never
I
adapted.
never fucking adapt.
I just got to the streets like in the
Ah, my
last couple of
God, man.
years, just on
I can't.
some just on some not so baggy. You know what I'm saying? I had to like I mean you had to step out I had to step out the time fucking machine a little bit. Like I was stuck. I ain't gonna lie, but that shit's not it. Like I, I done found the medium though. I mean I ain't gonna lie, I done
Yo,
found the medium.
once I started seeing niggas with different color fucking jeans, I was like, yeah, you niggas lost me immediately.
Niggas, man, listen.
You niggas looking like a highlight.
Everybody,
I'm not doing this shit with y'all today.
hey,
Fuck
listen,
that.
everybody, niggas, hey,
Niggas,
to each his own.
them
Niggas,
niggas,
everybody started skateboarding and breakdancing.
I,
And hey, if that's what you into, nigga, I'm
he
not
said
judging
breakdance.
nobody. Hey,
He
fuck
said
it.
breakdance.
That's what niggas was doing when them niggas start wearing them skinnies and all that shit. Them niggas was dancing, doing a
Breakdance.
jerk all crazy and
Oh
shit.
fuck.
And yeah, you remember the jerk? Niggas was doing
I
the jerk
remember
all
that fucking.
crazy.
Oh my
And niggas was
god.
skateboarding and shit. Them niggas was
Yeah,
dancing and niggas was skateboarding all crazy. That's when
niggas
they
used to wear
started doing
Vans
that.
every day. Like, what the fuck you wear Vans
Hey,
for, nigga? Every day, nigga. Every pair of colors, niggas had Vans. Oh, them niggas,
niggas
boy,
was
that shit
wave
used to.
ride. Certain niggas gonna ride every wave, man.
Man, then yeah, man, that wave shit,
They
crazy,
ain't never
man.
been the wave that they ain't never been the wave.
It's
They
that,
can't be
man.
selective about it. They gonna
Man,
ride every wave.
when you said Griselda, man, that shit hit me. I was like, ooh, like, ooh, that's
Oh
them niggas.
man.
That boy, I listen to them motherfuckers, and I listen to them niggas, and I'm like, man, them niggas different. It's just like you be like, man, these niggas different. Like it's Conway and Benny
I've been
West
fucking
Side.
with Conway for a long time though. Like I've been fucking with Conway for a long time though. Like
Talk
for
about
real. Benny too. I've been fucking with Benny since the first since like Tana Talk days, like the first one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
man.
I'm fucking with Conway a long time too. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I mean, he always been heavy. You know, they heavy in Philly too. They always been heavy in Philly for a grip. So
Yeah, like Buffalo close to the Philly, huh? Ain't Buffalo like close to Philly?
yeah, about six
Yeah.
hours, some shit like that.
But
Six,
yeah, man, I
five
think
hours, some shit like that.
yeah, Gazelle, them dudes, they're just different. They made different. Like them niggas just made different. Like when you listen to them niggas rap, it's like, yeah, them niggas are different. Yeah, yeah, like you hear them niggas rap,
Deliberate,
you like,
bro.
yeah,
Deliberate, man.
them niggas don't get
Deliberate,
no.
polished. Like they deliberate, they polished, they professional. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's Conway and Benny. The crazy thing fucking about Fly Guy, right? Is that nigga just him. You just gotta fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? He just like, look, I'm gonna spit this shit how I want to. You can take it or leave it. You can take it or leave it. Pull my dick
Yeah.
out, she eat it. Pull my dick out, she eat it. Like, it just be on some shit. Like, you got fuck. Like,
Man.
he just so different. You know what I mean, he just so entertainment with his shit. You feel what I'm saying? You just gotta fuck with him. You know what I mean? But then, like, Benny Conway, them niggas is like on some polish, just like like when you go to the gym, when you first start going to the gym and shit, and the niggas that's going pro is that's how that shit be like, okay.
Them man, them
I gotta work like that. Like, okay, I gotta work like that, I gotta keep working like that, okay. Niggas
Yeah, that
working.
BSF, that whole team, Grizel, the BSF, like Ricky Hyde, that nigga album was fucking fire. Place two,
Yeah,
I was like, oh, this
that
shit different.
boy's no.
This shit
Special,
different. Like,
special,
like,
special, special. Out of all the niggas, bro, special, special. That's my dog. I don't even know that nigga, but on that some
yeah,
niggas that rap shit, like rap niggas you fuck with, like that nigga, I
yeah.
fuck with that nigga. That nigga be going in.
Yeah,
The quotables. And
man.
he be reminding me when I listen to that nigga, he be reminding me how important that quotable shit is. You gotta say shit that motherfuckers gonna repeat and remember. You mean, and that's how they all is. That's how they all is. They real like quotable heavy, bar heavy, like and a deliver it in a way that's like break it down for you. Like you won't hold this, you won't remember this. Like
Yeah,
real shit. That's something I could say. Like I try to incorporate at times. Being deliberate like that. Yeah, making sure I get across.
you got to. Cause nowadays, people would take any and everything and they run with it. You know what I'm saying? They can take the smallest fucking like ad lib and be like, man, I created that shit. It's like, nigga, no, you didn't.
Right, for sure.
like, nigga, no, you didn't.
No,
What you
for
talking about?
sure.
Like, but yeah,
Man,
man.
it's a lot of that going on. Stealing. Stealing.
Yeah, the shit
Oh,
out there, man.
my team brought it to me. I never heard it personally. My team brought it and said they wrote it. I didn't know.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I some lying motherfuckers, boy. Them niggas just lying
Okay. Maybe.
motherfuckers.
Okay.
Yeah, I see the
Yeah.
merch, man. I see the merch on the in the back. I see the merch on your shirt, man. So tell everybody they can get the merch, man.
Oh
That's
yeah,
important,
yeah,
man.
yeah. So you can definitely get the merch on lsmercenaries.com. The mercenaries is basically a store that we have where we house more than just our own brand, but we house a few other collections. We do got an anime collection up there for the
Oh
anime
shit.
lovers.
Oh
Tap in, check
shit.
us out. And we working on a sports collection we call an iconic, named after the EP, which that's the cover behind me of iconic.
Okay.
Get into more sports themed merch as well. This hat right here is something this is something I got custom for a video we did. But this right here, this hat is definitely available on the website, as well as many of our other pieces. We got hoodies. We got stuff for the ladies too. We got ladies sweatshirts. We got the little dad hats for the ladies with the little kiss on it and all that. You know what I'm saying? I got the biker shorts for the skinny girls and for the BBWs and all that. Yeah, like took care of the ladies too. So, tap in with us, lsmercenaries.com. Delivery pretty quick. We get our orders fulfilled as soon as they come in. Quality, everything.
That's what's up, man. So I'm about to let you go, but before I let you go, man, I always do this at the end of my interviews with artists, podcasters, anybody, man. This is what I call Underdog to Success, but I love ending it with from me to you. It's pretty much telling artists that want to get into the business, owners that want to, grow their brand out, stuff like that. So I always ask people, what's one thing about, music? You know what I'm saying? You're an artist. What's one thing about music that you love? What is one thing about the business side of the things that you can tell somebody that wants to get into the music business, like this is the thing you got to do, or this is what helped me kind of figure out what my business is going to be. So from me to you, tell people what's the one thing you love about music, what's the one thing about the business that
Okay.
you could share with somebody that's like, I
Okay,
want
I
to get into
got you.
this. Yeah,
I got you. Okay, what what I love about the music is that it gives you a window to express yourself. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter how you do it. It might not be music for everybody. It might be art. Whatever it is. Everybody deserves to be able to get it out and express themselves. Uh, and you got to be able to do that. I think what makes people rich in music is does your expression serve and relate to others. You know what I'm saying? And so that's one thing you got to think about in business is that if you want to be in business of this, then you have to remember that your art has to be in service and relatable to others. If you just want to do this for yourself and as a hobby, do whatever you want to do, make whatever the fuck you want. But if you want to be in the service, yeah, be real, yeah, be raw, yeah, stay true to yourself, but still do it in a way that comes across to people and makes it relatable and serviceable. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a song that I've been told people, listen to when they going through certain shit, and that's serviceable. You know what I'm saying? I'm servicing them. You know what I'm saying? I'm reaching out to them. I'm relating to them. By relating to them, I'm servicing them. That's the business side of it. Can't just make whatever bullshit you into. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, sometimes what you into is exactly what it is. I'm not,
yeah,
that is the case. But as far as your business, you just got to think about that. Being relatable to the listener and to the customer.
definitely, man. Like I said, I'm gonna let you go, but one more time, tell everybody where they can find the music, find y'all, the business, everything, man. Tell everybody where they can find y'all, man.
Oh yeah, you can find everything. Link in the bio. I got a linker, the LinkedIn joint with all the different links right on my Instagram. Big Quick BIGQUICK underscore HWG. That's on the gram. Big Quick underscore HWG. Tap the link in my bio. All my live tracks is on there. I just dropped points recently. That joint is heavy. I'm going to shoot to get that placed on 2 video games too. I got the video games vibes. I got the workout vibes. You mean if you need to turn up, pump some iron, you need to go for your run. You mean go on Spotify, look up Big Quick Points. You mean get your game on.
Definitely, man. Thank you for doing this again with me, man. Appreciate
Appreciate
it,
you.
man. I really appreciate that, man. Like I always say, man, this has been the Brand New Show, Underdog to Success. We are out. Peace.
My man.